Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahab Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priests and teachers that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. This Yah Demar from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I want to go into Cornelius, right? In Acts 10, Acts chapter 10. Read like a few verses. It's going to, hit little points. That's all. It ain't going to be long, to kind of show you that, he couldn't have been no Edomite. Cornelius wasn't no Edomite, man, okay? And let's get into it. And it reads, Acts 10:1. There was a certain man in Caesarea, Salakia. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. I'm reading one more time. There was Acts 10:1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band, right? So it's like some soldiers, Italian, soldiers. Verse 2, a devout man, right? And one that feared Yahweh with all his house. Right, you can really must, that could just be it right there. Which gave much alms to the people and prayed to Yahweh always. He saw in a vision, evidently about the ninth hour of the day, an angel of Yahweh coming into him and saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thy alms are come up for a memorial before Yahweh. So just the fact that the angel came to him saying that his prayers been answered, man, the Lord ain't answer no Edomite prayers, man. No heathen prayers, okay? So yeah, that shows you right there. But I'm gonna let me get into this in the commentary right quick. I just I wanted, because I checked it out, just like some little points. Let's see. Yeah, and it reads, Cornelius then was a high-ranking military elite, but it seems that his time in Israel had changed him. Luke described Cornelius as a devout man, showing you that Luke wrote Acts, right? Luke described Cornelius as a devout man and one who feared Yahweh with all his household, and gave many alms to the Jew, the Israelites, the Jews. They got the Ish. It says Ish, but it's the Jews. Yahweh gave many alms to the Jews people and prayed to Yahweh continually. Right. Let me see. Just want to and I'll say, I'm going to read this. He clearly cared about the Jews, his people, that's the Israelites, Southern Kingdom. There was no incentive to give charity to a people Rome had conquered. No apparent worldly benefit to Cornelius. Let me see. Okay. So I'm just kind of going through it, and it says right here, he believes in the Jewish God, which is Yahweh. They got Yahweh, but it's Yahweh. See, he believed in Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, and it seems plausible that he no longer worshiped the Roman gods. See, since Yahweh is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, the only true power, Yahweh, right? If Cornelius feared Yahweh, I just say if Cornelius feared Yahweh Bashim Shai and was devout, he likely believed in the oneness and the all-powerfulness of Yahweh, the Father. See? Man, this man wasn't no Edomite, man. I'm talking to the crowd, the ones that do know, but I'm just, just going over it. That Cornelius was not an Edomite. He was an Israelite, okay, in the Italian band. And the angels came down with it. With him, see what it says again. Cause I'm gonna pull that up. He saw in a vision, Acts 10:3. He saw in a vision, evidently about the night. Yeah, that's what I meant to say earlier, Salakia. Acts 10:3. He saw in a vision, evidently about the ninth hour of the day, an angel of Yahweh coming into him, saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thy alms are come up for a memorial before Yahweh. And now, that's it. Just, just showing you that, look, the angels are camping around. Let's get that right quick, okay? That's Psalms, what's that, 37:4. Oh, now, Slacky 34:7. I don't know what 34:7, that's what I meant to say. And it simply reads, Psalms 34:7, the angel of Yahweh Bashim Shai encamped around by them that feared him and delivered them. See? Yeah. That's what it was really all about anyway. Cornelius feared Yahweh, that's what it's all about. He feared him. And to tell you right here, the angels of the Lord are camped around about them that fear him. And the angel came to Cornelius, right, to give him a message and to get his whole household saved. Okay? And then again too, a lot of people get tripped out. They get tripped on about their word Italian. He was just like in the military. There was a certain man. In the first verse, Acts 10:1, there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. Which he was like in a Roman military, right? So that that's all it means. And Cornelius was a Jake. Let's get Hebrews. You know what? First of all, let me get the word devout. Let's see. Devout meaning, right? In the Google.
Devout.
And it says having or showing deep religious feeling or commitment, right? And check out like the words. You got pious, religious, devoted, dedicated, reverent, God-fearing, believing, spiritual, prayerful, holy, godly, saintly, faithful. Man, yeah, he was a devout man, that the scriptures say. So that sounds like an Israelite, a saint to me. So let's get Hebrews. the 13th chapter to the end. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I just thought. I'm just gonna get to the point. Hebrews 13 and 23. Now, know ye that our brother Timothy is set at liberty, with whom, if he comes shortly, I will see you. This is Paul, right? With this, saying this. It's the point right here. Hebrews 13 and 24. Salute all them that have the rule over you, and all the saints, right? You see that? And all the saints, they of Italy, salute you. Grace be unto you all among, to all. So yeah, the point I'm making in Hebrews 13 and 24, salute all them that have the rule over you, and all the saints, they of Italy salute you, all right? And all the saints, they of Italy salute you, right? The saints, that's the key, that's the point. The saints, who are the saints? I always bring it out, okay? Psalms 148 and 14. Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. Who are the saints? The children of Israel. A people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm read it again. Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. The Israelites, saints, a people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh Shema Shai. So, yeah, just wanted to go in a little bit of that with Cornelius, man. Cornelius was not no Edomite, he was an Israelite. And, you got guys still saying that, he's an Edomite. And it's 2025 going into 2026. Then, they should know better. So, hey, I pray this has been edifying and to the point. Until next time, I want to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Yahweh Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.